Would you get somebody run in the back of my space and get the scissors? Oh, there's scissors right there. Scissors in the. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. You should say that for everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Well done, Boston.
Oop. Smooth it out.
Yeah.
Do you want me to trim something?
Not yet. We're gonna do it after.
Right?
Yeah.
Already got it. Nope. Plug it in.
Go.
Ready?
When we start running, when we do the run on
Do it on that
Saturday,
one.
we're gonna do it out there. Put tape.
Gotcha. Ready?
Yep. Are we clear on the other side? There's nothing over there.
Very fine.
It's nice to not have that popping sound anymore.
Okay, I got water.
I'm wondering if we might have some creases.
You just normally roll it back.
You got two right here. Cool. Here.
There's other.
This is in my way. Right lean up against the display case.
I have a bit of an accent popping out. Right there.
Right there gets the damn display case.
So,
Are we gonna cut it?
yeah.
We are. Calm down, Max.
Yeah.
You know what we're doing. We know you know. Okay. All right. We need to. All right. So here's what is happening. This is a proof. We're going to prep this to print and make a color block like that. So we're going to take this wet print and we're going to lay it down onto a blank block. Okay? That's what we're going to do. So you trim it down perfectly to the edge.
No, I was thinking we were gonna do it the other way.
She's going to trim this down so that we can lay it directly on the other block so you don't have to eyeball, okay, a bigger sheet of paper where it goes. Go ahead.
So what do you think? Is that how your brain's at?
I'm high on
Yeah?
this thing.
Took ink really well the first time.
I've
Yeah.
seen some people
Yes.
that do this, they purposefully don't even use the same kind of wood so that the color block might have more wood grain in it or something. Because these blocks, the color block, I'm going to show you in a second after we do the transfer, what that big electric bologna land one looks like without the key. I have one of the just color runs to show you how little you have to do.
Did you mess up on it, or you literally just kept one?
It was one that didn't get printed. Just that happens sometimes where you're, you know, for whatever reason, time, money, infighting amongst the print crew at a place that promised me tons of things that they didn't deliver on.
Ready to do the master next time.
What? Just do the pre-cut the paper.
No.
You don't need to do that for a transfer.
No, just have a longer end, lift it up, flip the block, and then just put it right down.
I also think you can just tear the paper.
That's it.
What?
You could just tear the paper.
You could do that.
We also did cut it on the block.
There's a million ways. Okay, stop it. There are a million ways to do this shit.
Sorry.
You take the wet print.
Which way are we going?
Doesn't matter.
It's a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger. That's okay if it's a little smaller.
It's hanging over just way.
It's gonna be fine because it's a look at those Galgans that we saw yesterday, Navi Fanoa, they were off a little bit. That's okay in this. I purposefully like mine to be off a little bit, so his print's a little bit bigger than the actual color block, which will be fine. This one all the way up. Thank you. We're just gonna lay this down. You good?
Yep.
Okay. Hit the button, Sam. Top.
Top button.
Yep.
I've never hit the button before.
That's too bad. Looks like it did. Okay, everybody come over here. You can just roll it. So there's his guide, okay? It doesn't have to be a good print. It's just to let you know where things are on this, okay? And like I said, his print's a little bit bigger here. That's okay, because he could choose later to tear off all the edges of the image and make it a bleed print, or it'll just look off a little bit, which kind of lets you know that it's a chiaroscuro woodcut. Okay? So what you have to do now is you have to shellac this. Okay? The dye and the shellac, the red dye. Grab that, and in the meantime, hey Shannon,
Yeah.
toss me the baby wipes there. I'm going to show you guys on this side of the press a print.
We're gonna do that. Where's the lacquer there?
Okay.
Let's just go ahead. Let's bring this all the way up. They can sit on those.
Found it, Max.
It'll be fine
What?
for the time being.
There it is.
This paper's called, let's just roll it out. It's called Okawara. These are proofs. These, we still have to go through these. And one of these, it's all the way on the goddamn bottom.
Oh no.
It's super strong.
We're gonna roll these back up.
There's another one.
Check this out.
Yeah, but it's super strong. No, it's not.
This is what a color block looks like. It's fine to leave it like that. This is what a color block looks like. This is the top of that.
Is this a stain? What's up with this?
Okay,
there's not much.
this is a secret. Here's what happened. When I carved on this block, when I was carving the flame out in the torch, there were a lot of low spots in it, and the pickup that I intentionally left, it didn't show up enough. So what we did was, after we ran this whole run of the colors, okay, the color block, we then went and I got a piece of that pink soft cut that kids carve on, and we did a transfer of the image from the key block onto the soft cut, and I carved it off the soft cut, the stuff the kids use, and we put it down and hand printed it back on top of that, and when the keys dropped over it, you don't really see it. Shut up! That's right. Ingenuity, you gotta think, oh, just do it in soft cut, yeah. So take a look at how little is on this stage of it. There's very little there. It's real simple. I did this in a few hours.
Did it take you a while to figure out placement on here for that?
Printing? Or you mean that specifically?
That specifically.
She laid it directly down like it was right here. She would go like this and go bloop, and then just hand rub the back of the
Because you
soft
can
cut.
kind of see, I guess, with the...
It's, yeah.
Okay.
And we went with a little bit of a different color on it. So just, okay?
So you had your print and you printed it on a big board and then you removed just like what you just now did.
Just what we did.
And then you could see where
Yeah,
to put these.
this is the print, what it looked like, all 22 of them before we printed the key block on top of them, okay?
So this white is just your areas that are white highlights.
Correct. If you look at this and look, it all lines up over there. And it's amazing how little you have to do to get that effect on a chiaroscuro block. Like that the Berkmeyer, Death Surprising Two Lovers that we saw, that's 3 blocks. But that's all it is. Very subtle changes in the other blocks. Letting the basic image, the darkest color that you have, be the one that binds it all together. It's almost like you're tinting the image behind
So
it.
what you do now?
So we added red dye and shellac to make it so it's orange. So when you paint over it, you can see after you're done carving, but also it holds the black so it stays without being wiped away.
I had an idea to have all the way around the border,
Is that alcohol salt?
and I decided not to use it.
Are there any monkeys?
They were originally, and then I'm going to use that in my next one. Barrel of Monkeys. Okay?
Yes, this is good.
See if you look underneath here. This is like state proofs of it. This one was really off. But I'm going to try and get Nikki to somehow salvage this.
Oh,
Somehow.
that's a lot of
Well, we may just leave it be the way it is and sign it as a state proof. Prints that it's being worked on and you're pulling proofs of it. Okay, let's move these. So we're going to put this away now. You guys get the idea, right? Any more questions on that? Keep it simple. You guys fix that edge. It's crinkling over there. I think the EP crew are going to have a rubbing party. Where we take the key, we're going to hand rub one of those, ink that up, and try to get one extra on this one.
That part of the hedonism.
Yes. Back to the hedonism. Okay, let's grab these from the bottom there, and we're going to you see what I'm doing? We're going to roll them back. Thank you.
When you sign something as a state proof, you literally write state proof
Yep.
on it.
Yes. Artist proofs are my copies aside from the edition for my personal use. And they're a backup once you sell everything out.
You always make me nervous.
Damn it! Oh.